I made a note to myself, false ending, and yet I missed it nevertheless. That's Seedling, and it's a 7-inch single on the Dutch label Transformed Dreams, with a track on the other side by Dayglow Superstars, and that's I'm Jill's Smirking Revenge. And as I say, a great deal of mail about this new session from the fall. A lot of people very excited about hearing it, as I am myself, because I've not heard it, because I try not to hear the sessions until they go out, so that there's a bit of a thrill in the programme for me as well. And so for all of us fall fans, here's the first tune, which is called Sparta FC.
1, 2, 3, fuck up.
Fantastic. Mid-80s, I'd say. Not exactly sure of the date. And I'm sorry I'm talking strangely tonight. It is because of these... It is because of these headphones. I'm so cross about it. Anyway, that's Miss Nude on Chaos Records, which was a subdivision of Antler Records from Belgium. The LP was This Is Acid-New Beat, and that was Taste My Acid Fruit. Interesting to hear that stuff again, for sure. I wish I had all of those LPs, actually. That's I think, the 10th LP issued on Chaos Records, and I don't have the first 9. Most irritating. And Nick Jones, 15 in Norfolk. Thanks very much for your email. I'm sorry I haven't got the record by Cas McCombs. Otherwise, I would certainly play it for you. He says, I thought the Exiles were great last week, and well, we did too, as a matter of fact. And then he says, say hi to all of the guys there. Not quite sure who he means. Must mean you two, Louise and Hamid. Well, and me as well, of course. Just a little trio, but we get on with things. Right, here's another one from the Fall.
Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended version. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate the countryside so much.
I think we're going to have to agree to differ on that one. That's The Fall and Contraflow. What a great session this has turned out to be. Marky Smith vocals, Dave Milner drums, backing vocals, Jim Watts bass, backing vocals, Ben Pritchard guitar and backing vocals, Eleanor organ and backing vocals. 2 more to come. Well, really 3 in a sense. In one of them's 2 tunes, and I'd like to play them now and then just play the whole lot again. Fantastic. And more emails, of course. One from John in Edinburgh saying, could you wish Paul Drinkwater in Manchester, another big Fall fan, good luck with his job interview in the morning. Well, good luck with that, Paul. And say hello to Rennie in Stretford, Arndale. Is that a shopping centre or a prison? I'm not quite sure. Whichever it is, Rennie, hello to you. And one here from Al in Santa Barbara, California. I guess California, anyway, saying only one word for The Fall, awesome, which is written in very big writing indeed. And one from Stephen Finley in Preston saying, just listen to the show, nice to hear The Fall again. Brings back fond memories of first listening in the mid-80s at the tender age of 14. On this nostalgic note, any chance of another Play Big Black's version of The Model? You won't remember, but I made this request when you DJ'd at Lancaster University back in 1989. I was a star in those days. You should have seen me. Oh, God, I was great. And cute. But you didn't play it then. No, rather disappointing. Sorry about that, Stephen. I would have done if I'd known. And he's going to catch up with me all these years later. And David says it's actually nothing to do with The Fall at all, this, but he says, I've organised a night at the 13th Note in Glasgow for the Fence Collective on Saturday, the 13th of March. That's this Saturday. King Creosote and Pip Dillon are just 2 of the acts who will be appearing. Thanks for taking the time to read this email. And Chris in Cumbria says, I'm not ill, I haven't got any exams, and the days have been generally good. Can you dedicate a song to me? Anyway, well, how about the next one, whatever it is? Oh, this is another one from that interesting and amusing Norwegian person, Carter, John Eric Carter, in fact, on Ipecac Records from the LP. Thank you for giving me your valuable time. That's Pentagram, and it's on Relapse Records, and it comes from the double LP set, compilation cassette set on which is called Contaminated 5. Forever My Queen was the title of it. It was going to follow so neatly into the Big 78, you see, the Forever My Queen, and it's gone. Things are conspiring to annoy me tonight. I've got a great session from The Fall, crap headphones, and the Pig's Big 78's gone. It's what, these elements are fighting within me. That's what it is. There's this internal conflict that is going to tear me apart before the end of the programme. And if I ever find out who it is and nick the headphones, I'm not a very strong man and I've got a bad back, but by God, will they regret it. Where are we now? Further information. This is actually a text message. Don't forget you can text us at 81199, and it says, this is from Ash and Tom. It says, good to hear, good to hear other Fall fans from Tonbridge. How to convey how wonderful it is to hear a match fit Fall again. My own feelings exactly, Ash and Tom. Neatly summed up, I think. Let me remind you, for those of you unfamiliar with the band and their extraordinary catalogue of work, it says here the Fall returned for their 23rd session, and their first session for the programme was nearly 25 years ago in May 1978. That is amazing. And they've changed their lineup over 30 times, at least, I'd have thought. And I've given you the lineup already. The new LP, Country on the Click, is due for release in the near future, and I don't think they're going to object at all if I play tracks from it. I certainly hope not. And they've got a gig coming up in our lovely country, April the 4th, Camber Sands, East Sussex, and for more information on the Fall as well as a complete history, you can check out their official website, which is on www.visi.com/fall/. Is that or stroke? Is that right? What is that? What it is? What does that Visicom mean? You can explain that to me during the next track. www.visi.com /fall/. Do you get to put that last stroke in there as well? Otherwise it doesn't work. It looks a bit odd to me, but you know more about these things than I do. It'd be difficult not to be honest. Anyway, here come the Fall again, and older listeners may recognise the first tune.
Baby, you feel it on the rhythm, you're moving on.
Joy is speak. Joy, every time I start to speak, I sound like somebody else. It's really unnerving. A couple more tunes there from the fall. The first of them, a cover of Groovin with Mr. Bloe, although it didn't sound much like that in its original form, it must be said, which was by Mr. Bloe, and got to number 2 in the charts, C-H-A-R-C-E, in 1970, and was apparently the 14th biggest single of that year. And Groovin with Mr. Bloe was followed by Green-Eyed Loco-Man. One more from the fall, and it's a version of one of their earlier songs. I think you'll be quite pleased with it. This is Michael Mayer. He comes up too. He's going to be Maida Vale. Is he going to be Maida Vale, or is it it's just going to be just a mix? I say just a mix. What am I saying? And that's when? That's on Monday, Tuesday, next week? Tuesday. We don't have a programme on Monday. Not yet. But if my plans... Anyway, let's go. Michael, whenever you're ready, mate. Well, I mean, suddenly, that's... have I got that wrong? Did I do something wrong there? That's Hamid's choice for this week, and an excellent choice it is too. From Hellfish on Death Chant Records, a 12-inch called You Don't Quit, and before that it was Tomorrow from 1967, and My White Bicycle. They did a version of that in session for this programme too. And an email here, which I was pleased to get, actually, from Noel, and it says, is that Noel out of the Nabs, do you suppose? I don't know. Anyway, it's a Noel of some sort, and he says, I've got a truly wonderful CD of fairly recent music from Zimbabwe. So that is encouraging to hear, and also one here from Rick from the band Monomania, saying just been to the BBC website and seen the webcam. What an excellent idea. It's been there for years, hasn't it, that webcam? We forget that it's there. And of course we do things like take our clothes off and, do shameful and disgraceful and disgusting things. Forget that the webcam's there. And Rick says, any chance of a wave? Only joking. Can you plug our gig this Saturday? Oh, there's always a catch, isn't there? I mean, don't do that. Just behave with a little dignity. Do you know what I mean? Can you plug our gig this Saturday in Edinburgh at Caledonian Backpackers? And I hope it goes well for you, Rick. And loads of other emails, of course, and all of them most gratefully received. And the ones that... here's one from Jamie Paul in Stafford. It says, about time to play that amazing version of YMCA by, I think, Encyclopedia Galactica. Not quite, actually. It's Galactic Symposium. And I'll take your email home with me, Jamie, because it is about time that I played it again. Have you ever heard YMCA by Galactic Symposium? An extraordinary record. One of the most remarkable records of all time. The last track from the fall in session tonight, and this is a version of a tune that appeared on their 1992 LP Hex Induction Hour, Mere Pseud Mag Ed.
His heart organ was where it should be, but his brain was in his ass. His hand was one of his pockets. His sack is away. That appearance was real 10 years ago. Saw Samantha so-and-so on Academy Park. Ended computer job. History goes. That was for champagne adverts and fancy wits. That was one
Well, this has been an ecstatic experience for me, I have to say that. Marquis Smith would curl a lip at the expression, but it has been just fantastic. The Fall in session, and me, Pseud Mag Ed, and we'll play that session again at the earliest opportunity, and I certainly look forward to playing your tracks from that LP as well. And actually, the aforementioned Jamie Paul said, would I dedicate the remaining session track from The Fall to John Leone from Billericay, another committed fan in his early 20s. Well, there you go. As I say, a great night. And thanks to all of the people who sent emails and text messages on the subject of The Fall, and indeed on other things besides. And I shall try and attend to at least a few of them over the weekend. Coming up after the news, 2 minutes past midnight, we've got, it's One World, of course, and it's a Fight Club special featuring Hexstatic and Audio Bullies. Did I get that right? Okay, fair enough. And this is a slightly somber piece, actually, at the end of what has been a really good night for me anyway, despite somebody having stolen the headphones. This is from an LP called Black Earth on Wonder Records, double 12-inch on vinyl, and it's by Buren and The Club of Gore, Crimson Ways. It's the stuff your dreams are made of. That Vibra Cobra, 23 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 Vibra Cobra.